All right, I just came back on. If you can't run Discord at the same time, then you should be playing on the teams, or whatever, not in a community game night. I don't understand that one right there. And I said, then keep the rules. What rules? I never said that you had. I said I would set up a voice chat, and he did come in the voice chat when he started, but it kept crashing on him, and he decided, well, I don't want to not be a part of the. I don't want to not be a part of the conversation. He came into the game and he used the best of what he had. So there were no rules that you had to stick with the Discord voice chat. The voice chat is a convenient thing that I set up for everybody to be a part of. And you can agree with me or you don't. We can have this conversation in the chat, and we can come up with something that works for everybody. But I'm not going to exclude it. The one thing that won't happen is no one's going to get excluded from these events unless you are outrageous, unless you're throwing out racial slurs, you're being discriminative against other people, or you're violating the terms of service, things that regiment is not about. With the troll face. Oh my gosh. Let me see here. He threw a smiley face. It's a grin. It's not a troll face, dude. It's a grin. He smiled and stuff like that to show his appreciation of being for being a part of the night. That's not a troll face, dude. Like, Hayo is a genuine dude. He really is. And I say that about everybody that comes in there and stuff like that until you give me a reason not to. And at that point, I will probably talk to you one on one about some of the things that are going on. And if it doesn't correct itself at that point, then I escalate it to what it needs to be. And that's what I'm supposed to do as a game lead. And that's part of it as a game lead is to moderate the Fortnite channel and to set up game nights, community nights for everybody. And I think I've been pretty successful so far. We've had onesies and twosies and stuff like that, and a lot of times because nobody understands what's going on. And I do my best to clear it up. But the community night is just a regular community night. You come in, you enjoy it, and stuff like that. And I set it up for everybody. Nobody else knows what's going on. And if you're not part of regiment, I tell you straight up, it's like, hey man, because I've had people come into my freaking game nights or try to come in, and I tell them it's like, hey, this is a community night for regiment and stuff like that, man. I'll have to play another time with you. That happens all the time. I don't care, but he is part of the community. Read the entire chat. Like obviously he's in there. You see the chat. You see he's a verified member. Mokos. I'm not here to freaking get everybody upset over this situation. I'm really not. But if you're gonna be mad over because he's better than everybody, I don't know how to like that. That you got to look a little more inside yourself. It said, I had a great time until we took over old boy's ego trip of a gamer mode. Please do not situate us all in a game mode where we have religion and owners thrown at us in such a way. He is religious. Okay, I didn't know. This is the first time I've played on this map and everything like that. But he is religious. He shares his beliefs and he shares his Christian's belief, and he doesn't expect you guys to come in if that's not your cup of tea, then that's not your cup of tea. But he's just sharing his faith, which as a Christian, that's what he's called to do. He's called to witness, man, and that's all he's doing is he's using a game to witness and bring people in. But if you have a problem with it and stuff like that, we can check and see about changing it up. But I'm not going to silence him over his beliefs. That's not what regiment does. And that is not a fun Friday night. Ooh. Okay, so I'm not trying to talk bad about him, or I don't want to misrepresent him. He is a Christian. He's a godly man. He has his views on on his faith and his views on the outward world. But I, other than the game mode, pretty much said I pretty much saw him keep his own point of views to himself. He didn't. He used the game mode. I asked for that game mode. I asked for the game mode because he made a game mode for everybody. Okay, great start. Yeah, we had an awesome start. We everybody was enjoying it and having a good time. And stuff like that. I again, he shared his game codes and stuff like that. And yes, I mean it's something that he made, and he just included that. He wants to bring people to his faith, but he doesn't want to force it down everybody. He wants them to make that choice and make that decision on their own, just like what a Christian should do. All he's doing is witnessing. But he kept his he did not extend anything further than that. And if anybody had questions about it, they could have talked to him about it. What the fun with the boys? What the religion part? Marcos, please. I don't want to like. I'm truly not wanting to upset you. I'm sharing only just my views and stuff like that. And the ground rules are basically do not badmouth anybody. Uh, do not badmouth anybody. Do not discriminate against anyone, and everything like that. And if you do, and follow the terms of service. Yeah, the TOS. Follow the terms of service. That's all that's required of anybody in regiment. Everybody has free speech. That's exactly what we've. That is exactly what everybody fought for. That's been in the military and such like that. To include this, but I mean, I didn't freaking look at it as the first time playing on the map. I thought it was a good map and stuff like that. He shared it through the map. He was able to share some of his point of views, and that's fine. Everybody has a chance to share their point of views, and no one's going to discriminate against anybody on that. But if you had an issue with that, I'm sorry. I truly am. I'm not going to silence him and stuff like that. I'm a Christian myself. I enjoy I love God, I love Jesus, and I express myself in my own way. But I'm called to witness. I will never force my views on anybody. You could choose to accept them or not. If you have questions about it, we'll talk about it. And stuff like that. He's just a little bit more outward than I am, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But I think he restrained himself really well, especially with the curse words that were flying around tonight, the uh, other things that were said tonight. I think he restrained himself really well, in a manner that where he didn't let that affect his night, and stuff like that. And that's all I ask of anybody, because we all have different points of view, we all have different faiths, we all have different beliefs, and everything like that. And I ask that everybody look past uh, everyone's flaws, what they feel are their flaws. Yes, we you are 18 and up, and we all stream 18 up. Yes, we do. I didn't get upset because you guys cursed on that, but he chooses not to. I don't see. Like, you see it as forcing the faith on his faith on you through the game. I didn't see it that way. Um, and stuff like that. And I think that's where we agree to disagree on that. But I mean, I'm not going to silence his faith if he wants to share that in a way and stuff like that. But if nobody liked the game mode, we can change it. That's why I'm here. We can come together. We can have ourselves a good time. We can figure out what nobody likes, what nobody doesn't like, and we can make it fun for everybody, and such like that. For me to participate in the rapage of the members of the community night, how did he? What do you mean by rapage? Rapage of the members? Like, I don't understand that. I really don't. Like, so I don't know what you mean by that. He shared a Bible verse. Okay, so you didn't like it. I mean, we can change the game mode. Like, that's not that big of a deal. Okay, so yes, he it was I asked for the map. He did not. I asked for the map. So if anybody is going to be upset over that, get mad at me. If you're gonna get mad at somebody, get mad at me for that one, because I was the one who asked for it. I could show you the messages all day. It's like, hey man, what's the codes for these maps? I told you guys that he had a couple of maps, some zero build maps for everybody. I told you all this. Okay. And please don't take it the wrong way. Chat, texting and chat and everything like that can be misconstrued because I don't. Hey, and I'm not saying that you are. Please forgive me for my interpretation of your chat and stuff like that. Um, and yeah, we're having ourselves a we're having ourselves a discussion, and I understand that. So please don't take it the wrong way, and stuff like that. I'm interpreting in the chat, but you've clarified and stuff like that. So again, please don't take that the wrong way. But I mean, and I get it. Like, if you didn't like that, we can change it up. We were all playing on quads and stuff like that. The dude, this is a guy. He used to be so. From what I know of him, he used to be on the Fortnite Contender Series. By he played on another level, and when he goes in there, he was like Queen, like Queen was today, where she just jetted off kind of on her own. He does that stuff all the time, and he'll go and just crack team in quads all the time. The Discord call to the party, like I said, that is, I am not going to force anybody to confine themselves to that. That is a convenience. That is strictly a convenience. But if you can't get voice chat to work, but you want to participate in the nights, we have game chat, right? I muted everybody else that was in the Discord. I muted them in game chat so there wasn't a bad echo, right? And I'm sure you guys did the same thing for me. But Hayo has an issue with his Discord. It happens all the time because of the area that is in. His internet is not that great. He's got enough internet to run a game and stuff like that, but for some reason, his Discord does not function properly, and that's fine. Modes that are publicly available and non-denominational, free of any type of religious, political, or sexist content. Okay, that's reasonable. And stuff like that. That's reasonable. I see no issue with that second one. The Discord chat, that's a convenience. If you can't be a part of the voice chat because of XYZ reasons, then cool. But if you can, we'd like to have you in the chat and stuff like that. I've had it to where Yo-Yo wasn't even in the chat because he was having issues one time, so he had to come in and voice chat. And when we ran a tournament that he was a part of, his teammate had to relay instructions to him. So I understand that. Um, but there's a difference between when we're running a contest or when we're running a tournament and when we're having just a friendly game night, right? We'll do the best we can. I'll accommodate everybody the best way that I can. And I don't see an issue with the voice chat situation there. If you can't communicate in Discord chat because it keeps dropping the call, what have you, then you can play in game chat. There's no issue there. I mean, they literally just integrated Discord voice chat with Xbox. But there's still issues with that. When I had to turn my computer in to go get repaired and stuff like that, the only way that I was able to continue with Fortnite events was by using my laptop and playing on my Xbox. And I tried to use the Discord, but it kept dropping the call, so I had to use game chat with everybody. What if somebody does? And what if the integration? Like I said, the integration with Xbox wasn't perfect a few months ago, and I'm the game lead, right? I'm supposed to schedule at least one community night for everybody. That's my requirement as the game lead. I think I've been pretty successful with that. I had to skip August because August was I was away. There's nothing I could do about that one, but I came back September. I've got two of them on there and such like that. So the voice chat, I'm not going to hold everybody solid to that one thing because I've experienced my own issues with Discord chat when I couldn't get things going, yet I still wanted to make sure everybody was having a good time and using community nights as best as possible. When I personally went through that, I'm not going to hold somebody else to that. That's stupid and definitely not someone who reflects leadership like that to enforce rules that I myself can't even follow sometimes for whatever reason. That's dumb and stuff like that. So if I can't, if I have moments where I can't do it, then I'm not going to keep somebody from wanting to have fun and enjoy it. Yeah, I can follow it now. I'm on my computer right now. But like I said, some people play on console, and some people have difficulty with the integration there. Yo played on Xbox and stuff like that, but he managed to make it work. And good for him if he managed to figure out a way to do that, and such like that. And PlayStation, the integration with PlayStation is really good, apparently. I'm not gonna keep him out though. Hey, maybe make some rules to keep him out. No, I'm not gonna do that. That's wrong. That's discriminating against one person simply because he might be better at the game than everybody else. But he's not the best. I know I've ran so many tournaments in this game or for this game and for the game nights. I've ran three or four kill races, and I've ran two tournaments where it was different than a kill race. Everybody seemed to enjoy them. Everybody had themselves a good time. And the thing is that out of all of those tournaments, he's played in every single tournament that we've ever had, and he's only won one of them, one tournament. So there are better people in this Discord for that kind of stuff. And he wasn't trying to show off or anything like that. He was just enjoying the game. I am by far one of the worst players of this game, but I enjoy it, and I'm going to continue enjoying it. Not trying to. He wasn't trying. Not trying to show off. I don't understand that one, man. I really don't understand not trying to show off. He was. You were upset because he played a game and he did really well against everybody. And the first round, he didn't even win the first round. The first round, it was somebody else. I can't remember who it was. So, I mean, the first round and stuff like that. Did he come back and he made some adjustments? Yeah, he made some adjustments, and that was good and stuff like that. Something that I wish I was good enough to do myself. I'm still learning a lot of things around this game and stuff like that. I'm 37 years old and I'm playing a video game, for crying out loud. But I have a good time with it. And I had a great night with you guys. I was having a good time even at that point. I'm sorry that you didn't. I really am. So what I can do going forward, that voice chat rule, that one's never gonna stick. and I will and stuff like that. That one will never stick. If you can play the game and you can communicate with everybody, whether it be in-game chat or whether it be using Discord or something else, if you can communicate with the group, then man, then you can be great. And he found a way to still communicate with the group. He was in game chat. He managed to do that. As far as the game modes and stuff like that, if nobody's having a good time, we can change it at any time. E1 to E3 showing up and probably hacking. That all I can do is vouch for the guy. I've played many games with that dude, and I know that he is not a hacker. But I can't prove that to you. I can't prove that to anybody. I don't know uh, what to do to help you guys out, to help you guys understand that and stuff like that. That's something you're just gonna have to have a discussion with him about, hopefully peacefully and calmly without getting upset about the situation. But ask him and straight up ask him what he plays on, how he plays, and stuff like that, and see if he can show you guys. But I don't understand like how else to do that. And that's something that's on you guys. I'm not gonna be a part of that. I'm not gonna be in the party with that. That's good. That's a conversation that you need to have with him. But I know I vouch for that guy. I know that. I know many guys who sit there and play with him and such like that. So I'm not going to exclude him from game nights because I'm not if I'm not going to exclude him from game nights, or anybody, if I'm not going to exclude anybody else from the game nights, I'm not going to exclude him. I don't care how good he is. It's just not going to freaking happen. If you don't want to play with him, that's your own choice, man, and I leave that up to you. But it's exclude his maps and what he suggested. I can do it. Like, okay, I called for the map. I say blame that one on me. I take full responsibility for that one. So we won't in the future going forward. You didn't care for the maps. We won't use them. It's not that big of a deal on the map situation. Um, And he didn't make a suggestion. He didn't make a single suggestion on any of the game modes that happened tonight. I took some suggestions from you guys, and we made it happen. The whole survival game rounds that we played, and then I suggested the gun game, and then I also suggested the map because I figured everybody could have a good time on the map and stuff like that. And clearly, that didn't happen, and that's fine. I can take that. I could take his maps out, but he didn't make a suggestion. So okay, and that's fine. I think he was, like I said, I think he restrained himself rather well, from not expressing his views except for the game mode, except for the game mode that he built that I suggested. Right? That's him. I'm not going to silence his speech. I'm not going to silence anybody else's speech because that is not what I do. That is not what I fight for, and everything like that. You can, but if nobody had fun with that, and I understand a lot of y'all didn't, that's cool. We'll change the game modes and we will figure it out. He said let's do freaking crash game or whatever the case may be, or let's you know whatever game mode or whatever the case may be, and stuff like that. But as far as game nights are concerned, he can play just like everybody else, and he is welcome to that. And I'm not going to keep him from that. The voice chat situation, again, I'm not gonna hold everybody to the voice chat rule. The only thing that I'm going to say is that the only rule that I can think I can really truly enforce is that if you're going to be a part of the game night, you must be able to have a way to communicate with everybody through some form of a voice chat, whether it be game chat, whether it be Discord, or some other way that you can communicate with everyone in the group. That would be about the only rule and stuff like that, because we all talk, we all have a good time and stuff like that. So that's about the only compromise I can make with you on that one. If you have a way of communicating with everybody in the game, whether it be game chat, whether it be voice chat through Discord or some other way, then that's acceptable. Well, he didn't. I'm sorry that you feel that way. I'm sorry that you feel like he was brainwashing you. He I asked for the codes to his map. He didn't he didn't force that on me. He didn't say, "Hey, do you guys want to play on my new map?" Because that didn't come from him at all. He said, "Hey guys, I made some new maps. Here's some codes if you guys want to run it." That's all he did. He shared his faith through the maps, but outside of that, he left it alone. Today, he didn't mention his faith whatsoever. He didn't mention anything, and the only reason why you even knew about the about his faith through the game modes was because I said that those were maps that he created for everybody to enjoy. If I hadn't mentioned anything at all about him making those maps, nobody would have known that he made those unless his name popped up on the thing. Not even close. What do you mean? Not even close. Okay, like I said, we won't use the maps no more. If you didn't enjoy that, but he physically did not voice anything about his religion. I asked for those maps. So again, I'm saying blame me for that one. You don't go at him over that one. He created the maps, yes. That's his choice. That's that's his that is his right. And he shared it with the group. That's his right. Now it is your right whether you choose to play those maps or not. And everything like that. He did, and you corroborated to allow. Oh man, we're just spinning around in circles, dude. We're just spinning around in circles. Look, I enjoyed my time with everybody tonight, and I really did. Uh, he did not voice that unless we spoke about it at the end of the game night, and it is on my stream, and I'm not going to take any of that down, so you guys can make a choice and everything like that. I do appreciate that you came out and you had a good time and such like that. If you feel like you cannot play with him, that is your choice, and I'm sorry that you feel that way. If you cannot get past the fact that he is religious, I'm sorry. That is something that you have to take a chance to look in yourself and everything like that, because everybody has different beliefs. Nobody practices the same beliefs, and nobody has the same beliefs that I do. Nobody has this. Not everybody has the same faith that I do, same beliefs that I do, and such like that. And nobody hates me for it because of my beliefs. And I don't hate anybody because of their beliefs. I really don't. And uh I will never let what somebody else believes affect my day, my night, or anything like that. I'm going to have fun with them because if they're genuinely a good person, then they're a good person. I leave it to whatever I leave it to those that are above me to make decisions. I leave it to other ones to make their decisions on me. I don't force anybody to say that. And I corroborated. I knew what his faith was. He did not even mention it. He did not mention it, and I didn't know what he had in those maps. I didn't see nothing wrong with what he had in his maps. But that's me. That's my views. That's my opinion of the matter, and everything like that. And if you found something wrong because there was something there, then that's you, man. That is you and what you believe. All I can sit here and say is that because of that, because other people may not have agreed with that or did not like it, all I can do is change the maps. That's all I can do. I shouldn't be the one vetting the games and modes if you see nothing wrong. I see nothing wrong with him having the right to share his beliefs. Nothing wrong with that. He's not forcing it on anybody. It's there for people to read. It's there for you to determine whether you want to follow those beliefs or not. That is 100% on you. You have the right and the freedom to do that. That is what regiment represents. They represents your freedom to share what you want to, so long as it does not discriminate against anybody. And his message did not discriminate against anyone. He shared his faith. And you're free to do that, man. I would love for you to come back and have a good time. Hey, I had a great time with you, Moko. I really did, dude. And I hope that you'll come and enjoy some more community nights and stuff like that. I'm not going to exclude IO. I won't ever do that. But I will change the game modes. You didn't find them. You did not. You and a couple other people did not find them to be enjoyable. That's the majority. And I can understand that. So, we won't use the game maps anymore. I'm not going to exclude Hio, and I'm not going to exclude anybody as long as they're not discriminatory against anybody. As long as they don't discriminate against people, as long as they don't based off of race, ethnicity, religion, sex orientation, sexual orientation, gender, none of that stuff. As long as they don't discriminate against anybody for that and stuff like that, they are welcome to be a part of this, and I will welcome anybody and everybody. So Moko, I understand you had a good time this earlier. Not so much at the end. I understand that. We will move forward with that, and I will take that consideration going forward, um, and such like that. I am sorry that you did not enjoy the end of the night. I apologize. I think you found uh, I think you found a lot more of it to be the fact that he is really, really good at the game, to be something that you did not quite enjoy. Again, I'm sorry for that, but I'm not going to exclude him, but we can find other game modes that everybody can enjoy and have a good time. And I hope that you come out to other game nights. I really do. Um, but look, honestly, everybody had a good up to that point. Everybody was having a good time, and I hope that again, I hope that you'll come in and partake of it, man. I'm sorry that at the end and that you couldn't enjoy yourself, um, and everything like that. But hey, thanks for the feedback. Honestly, really and truly, I do. I'm taking. Uh, so again, just so what we talked about, the Discord call to play and party. Um, all I'm going to require is that people be able to communicate. Modes that are publicly available and not denominational, free of any type of religious, political, and sexist content. I can agree with that. That's something I can agree to. And then, I mean, those two things, we discussed it and stuff like that. So, man, I'm sorry. That's all I can do is like at the end of the day, I'm sorry that you had a bad night, but I hope you come to the future ones. All right, we got another Fortnite Friday scheduled later in the month on the 20, a week from now, next Friday. I hope you come and become a part of it. And yes, that was Fortnite Fridays was a suggestion from somebody in the group. That was from Heathen Streams. That was a suggestion from him. So I take suggestions from everybody in the group because I want to make it enjoyable for everybody. Unfortunately, Heathen Streams was not here. So we'll make it work and stuff like that. Um, Man, I don't know what else I can say. Hey, I will do. Look, here's what I can promise. Okay, and I hope this is agreeable with you. If it's not, I'm sorry. I'm not gonna silence anybody's speech, but at the same time, I will be respectful of everyone's views, and I will respect the fact that that was not your cup of tea, and probably wasn't everybody else's either. And so, with that said, I will take everybody. I will take the opinion. I will take the suggestion. I don't want to say opinion because that's a poor choice of words. I will take the suggestions that you guys have made, and I will. I'm always looking to make those better, and I will going forward. These matches will be left alone. It'll be something between me and him for our own personal matters, or whatever parties that he wants to host with himself and stuff like that. If I'm down with it, that's me, um, and stuff like that. But for game nights, we'll leave him alone. That's no big deal. I'm sure he doesn't have an issue with that either, um, and stuff like that. And I don't know any other way to keeping it kosher. Like that, that was the only thing that you brought to the table was the game modes. Was that message right there at the beginning? Something that I personally don't see as an issue, but that's my personal views, and stuff like that. I didn't find anything about it because it didn't bother me. I was like, whatever. Um, and stuff like that. Because I choose to look, like, there's a lot of things that get said that I choose to just look past, and I'm like, okay, I like this content, and stuff like that. If I and everything, but yeah, I'll keep it. If it's keep it kosher, if you meant like, hey, just keep all, keep that second part of Rule 2 about religious, political, and sexist content out of it. Hey, I can manage to do that, man. I can do that. Hey, brother. Thanks for popping in the stream. I'm sorry that my views on certain issues don't align with yours. That's neither here nor there. Um, but I do thank you for the suggestions, and I will take that going forward. I really will. So I'm sorry that you didn't have a good night. I hope we can change that in the future. This was just one night. I can't make everybody happy, man. And that's just the reality of it. I cannot. I personally can't make everybody happy, but I try. I try to bring everybody in together and have a good time. That's what I try to do, um, and stuff like that. I hope going forward we can put all of this crap behind us, and everything like that, and just go forward and have ourselves a good time because everybody that was here, man, everybody here is good. We're good people, and I would run quads and duos and ranked modes with each and every single one of you guys because I had a great time. I vibed out with you guys. It was great vibes. But I hope you have a good night, brother, and I will hopefully catch you on the next one, man. I really do. But good night, and I'll check in on you guys later, probably tomorrow or whatever, because it's getting pretty late. But you have a good night, man. Um, and can't remember if you said that you had kids too. But hope enjoy your evening with them. The rest of your evening with them. I love to give hugs and kisses to my kids and stuff like that. So go over there, give them hugs, give them kisses, show them that we are still there for them, and everything like that. And you enjoy your time, man. And I'll if you ever want to run some games, man, just let me know. Hit me up in the chat. If I'm available, I'll run some games with you anytime. But good night. And with that, chat, everybody else who just happens to be here, thank you guys so much. Thank you for coming to our TED Talk. No, straight up, uh, please, if you agree with anything that if you agreed with anything that either one of us said, great. If you didn't, please don't hold that against either one of us. These were two people discussing each side of something that we both share, and everything like that. And it was just trying to find some common ground, and I think we kind of did a little bit. I hope that we did, and I encourage Moko Loco to continue to game with us and be a part of Regiment because Regiment really is truly there for veterans on all levels. and everything like that, for the same reasons that makes the military so great. The people, and everything like that. That's what regiment is about, and stuff like that. The military is a huge giant melting pot of people coming together to succeed, to fulfill common goals. Regiment is the same way. We're bringing everybody together from different ethnicities, beliefs, everything like that, for the common goal of doing nothing more than uh, building on that camaraderie that we had in the military, that we kind of had to leave behind when we got out. But it's taking that moment outside the military to rebuild on that, and stuff like that. And that's what regiment truly is about: bringing people together from all points of the world, from all points of the country, from all points of all walks of life, all different ethnicities, religious views, um, gender, sexual orientation, all that stuff. Just bringing them together and just having a good night and supporting one another. And I'm going to support Moko with what he believes, and I'm going to be behind him 100%, and stuff like that. The same way I'm behind Hayo 100%, same way that I'm behind everything that Regiment does support, and stuff. So, uh, for those of y'all who are still checking out the channel, thank you guys so much. Greatly appreciated. And I hope to see you guys on the next one. Until then, you guys have a great night, and I'll see you on the next one. This is Chris Sergeant 86 signing out, guys. Have a good one.